I get the good fortune, like I said, to be on the agenda a little longer than everybody else because Cumberland is doing some really cool stuff related to trees, as I mentioned, and it's called the Urban Tree Canopy Program. And this is where, in 2006, the mayor and city council had the vision to commit to the city caring for its existing trees and then planting more trees. So they got a grant the very first year. A lot of the good city folks, Raquel Ketterman and some others on staff, put a grant together, and they got money to plant 200 trees with $50,000. And like I said, they've well exceeded that. They've planted like 500, so good bang for the buck there. And then they also had money to get a picture taken of Cumberland from outer space. So they got a satellite imagery, and then we sent it off to some guys that are really good with computers. And they came up with a figure of how much of Cumberland is covered in trees. Do you think it's a lot? How many people think Cumberland has lots of trees? A lot of you. How many people think Cumberland doesn't have too many trees? The kids are hopeful and they say lots, and the adults say not so many. Well, I have to say you're both about right. Cumberland, if you count all of our forested hills, when you look around and you see all these trees on the hillsides, probably has about 48% tree cover. But when you come and you look down here where we are, and there's no wind, there's no trees to block all this darn wind, then we get down to 28%. So we do have some work to do to plant some trees back. So they got that first grant and they figured out the analysis, which we have copies of at the table if anybody wants them. And they did such a good job with that the Chesapeake Bay Trust, so whoever has a Chesapeake Bay Trust license plate, thank you very much, helped fund a second grant. And that second grant is where you guys come in. It's where the schools come in. We got money to plant trees at all of the public schools within the city of Cumberland. And we divided it up, 3 schools for every planting season, and this spring was the first year that we did this. And we'd like to make an especially important note that the schools that helped this year were John Humbert, right? Good for John Humbert being here today. They planted 13 new trees at their school, which if you can picture John Humbert, that's a feat. That's pretty good. And the second school that planted with us was West Side, and I know they're here today, so good job, West Side. And by the end of their planting plan, they're going to have 23 new trees, in addition to all the other good work they were doing outside their playground fence. And then the last school that we planted with was Allegheny High School, and they're actually going to be planting close to 40 trees on their school campus, which is pretty cool too. So they aren't here today, but we'll recognize them anyways for the good job they did. I'd like to thank the teachers that were involved in that, and of course the principals. Allegheny, we had Alan Hammond and Amy Llewellyn. West Side, we had Tanya Vargas and Eileen McCann, and at John Humbert, we had Ruth Webster helping us out with that. So thanks for those that participated. Also, ground staff, staff support, everybody that was involved. I also want to recognize, there were a whole laundry list of special people here today. Kind of like you guys are all special, and we'd love to say your names too. But some of the people that helped with the school project were the Maryland Park Service. I'm with the Maryland Forest Service, and they came out, and some of you may know them as Miss Sarah and Miss Jen, because they might have come to your school to teach. And it's Sarah Milbourne and Jen Miller, and they're standing off to the side here. We'd like to thank them. They've played a big role in this project as well.